There's no place like home, a very famous quote almost everyone knows. Hi, my name is Jeric Galgo. What if I can say that I can bring home to you? A home where new memories, of course the good ones, are made. A place where you can relax comfortably while watching your favorite Netflix show beside your special someone. Don't hesitate to make your dreams come true, because with our help, we can make your dream house into reality. Saving money is a very important aspect when talking about buying a house. With that in mind, we recommend you to avail China Bank's housing loan program if you are looking for a 5-year or 10-year loan term. China Bank's housing loan interest rate for a 5-year term is only 7% per annum, which is 0.25% and 1% lower compared to BPI's and BDO's housing loan interest rate for a 5-year long term respectively. On the other hand, with China Bank will have a 9% interest rate per annum, which is 0.5% and 0.25% lower than BPI's and BDO's interest rate for a 10-year loan term. It means that you would pay less in monthly amortization than if you would choose other banks like BPI and BDO to apply for a house loan. You can spend more money buying other essential day-to-day items or save it in case of emergencies. When choosing a house, we need to consider if it is spacious enough to your liking, its features, locations, and if it is worth for its price. With that in mind, we proudly recommend you that you would buy house number 1, which is in Bangkao, Puerto Princesa City, Palawan. Situated in the archipelagic province of Palawan, which is also known as the last frontier. Palawan is also an amazing tourist destination with untouched islands, limestone cliffs, coral reefs, misty mountains, and teeming wildlife. House number 1 is a great choice if you are looking for a balance of province and city life. It has a whopping 121 square kilometer of land area and an astounding 180 square kilometer of floor area. It is a 2-story, fully furnished, modern design house inside a gated and exclusive subdivision with 24-hour security and alarm system. It has 3 bathrooms, 3 bedrooms, and a garage big enough to house 2 cars safely. Compared to house number 2 and number 3, house number 1 is much better considering its price of 7,500,000 plus China Bank's 10-year housing loan term interest rate of 9% per annum, which puts the total amortization to 9,120,655 and 71 centavos, and the monthly amortization for this house to only 75,005 pesos. With that price, it already gives you a very beautiful and disaster-free location here in the Philippines, a spacious house for family bonding, and very promising points of interest near its vicinity.
Did you know that Palawan is a long and narrow province that lies between the West Philippine and Sulu Seas? It is the largest province in the country in terms of its total area of jurisdiction. The exact coordinates of Palawan are 9.8349 degrees north and 118.7384 degrees east. Puerto Princesa is one of its most popular cities, located right in the middle of Palawan Island, and it is 450 kilometers long and 50 kilometers wide. So Palawan is made up of its namesake island and the smaller islands that surround it. It is 25 miles wide and has a mountainous foundation that stretches up to 270 miles with Mount Mantalingahan as its summit. Puerto Princesa is separated into 66 barangays, urban and rural. I strongly recommend going to Puerto Princesa after the pandemic if you want to enjoy the tropical wet and dry climate. Its terrestrial topography includes highlands and rolling terrain. Highlands covers 45% of Palawan's surface. However, it is not just the mountains that grab your attention in Palawan, but also the captivating bays and coves along the coast. In short, Palawan is the place for the perfect Instagram picture. Did you know that there are 3 ways to travel to Palawan? Land, air, and sea. So most flights to Palawan go to Puerto Princesa, and so you can say that Palawan is an accessible place in terms of transportation. But it's not just the transportation I'm talking about. There are also countless accessible foods sold to Palawan, especially food. In addition to the scenery, there are also a variety of fascinating cultures that Palawan offers. There are numerous festivals in Palawan filled with flamboyant street parades and costumes. There are also many souvenir shops in Palawan that offer wooden handicrafts and delicacies like cashews, dried fish, and honey. So, schools in Palawan like the Palawan National School and the Puerto Princesa City National Science High School provides an excellent education. These schools teach students to adapt to the fast-changing world and be God-loving persons. Palawan may have a few hospitals, but they prepared for the pandemic by designating hospitals and other health facilities in case.
They also have fire stations in Palawan that is the main and the substation located at the west side of San Monica, while the substation at the southeast. Police stations are scattered in the area. Mendoza Police Station at south alongside Rizal Avenue and PPC Police Office at the South Road and 4B03 Maritime Police Station near the airport. Supermarkets include Great Wall Supermart and at the southeast and Robinson's Palawan on the central. Tourist spots are the Hobay Puerto Princesa that gives info about tourist locations. Mitras Ranch is a picturesque hilltop ranch that offers sweeping city and sea views, zip lines, and picnic locations. Pambado Reef is my favorite, snorkeling and reef exploring in the clear water. Panja Resort offers elegant room and suites, infinity pool, and breathtaking rooftop bar. The places we can interact with nature are in Palawan Wildlife Rescue and Conservation Center. It's an old cook park and breeding facility with enclosure exhibiting hundreds of large and small crocodiles. Lastly, the Butterfly Eco Garden. Not only that they display hundreds of beautiful butterflies, they also thrive that show their culture in dance and food. The best transformation there is the Puerto Princesa International Airport, located at the center of the area, which is surrounded by hotels for easy booking.
Alright, now let's talk about earthquake safety in Palawan. According to philnews.ph, Palawan is known to be one of the safest places in the Philippines once an earthquake hits the country. It has one of the least earthquakes and the most stable island in the whole country. The province stands at 30-kilometer continental rocks. Apparently, Palawan has no active volcanoes, neither active fault lines nor deep trenches, which makes the case of the province being less prone to various earthquakes. The history of earthquakes in Palawan are more surprising than what you think. According to the site earthquaketrack.com, Palawan surprisingly only has 4 earthquakes that hit the province, and all of them are not a big deal when it comes to its magnitude. The highest happening 29 years ago with only a 5.0 magnitude, and the lowest being 25 years ago with only a 4.1 magnitude. The other 2 earthquakes, one being 22 years ago and the other one being 13 years ago, is also low. The earthquake that hit 22 years ago only stood in a 4.5 magnitude, and the most recent one back in 2008 was 4.3 magnitude, making a good case of the province being less vulnerable when an earthquake does hit.
Speaking of the geological phenomenon, there has no records of any volcanic activity in +1, and even the volcano itself has been inactive for several years, and was located in the isolated island of Agutaya. And it's also the name of the volcano.
It is not entirely tsunami-proof, but it has lesser chances of being hit by one, because there is less or almost no fault lines in some areas in Palawan. Recently, there was a low-pressure area formed near Palawan which caused thunderstorms and flood hit the area.
In Puerto Princesa, Palawan, flooding is seasonal, if not a recurrent problem affecting the city. Fire stations response time establishes 560 seconds for 9 minutes and 20 seconds response time goal. The fire station is approximately 5.8 kilometers away. The house is entirely made of a concrete with designated accessible fire exit.
The house is located in Bangka-Bangka, Puerto Princesa, an urbanized city with 1 multipurpose hall, 11 barangay halls, 9 hospitals and clinics, and a very open space in the airport runway, all located within 5-kilometer radius of the house.
To wrap everything up, having a house is one of the most important things in a family. To provide a reliable house that can suit your needs is our goal. We assure you that house number 1 is an excellent choice for your future family to live in. It already offers everything a lovely house needs to have. We guarantee you that we carefully inspect and clear every detail of the houses that we recommend to you. And may I add that Palawan is known as the safest place in the Philippines by PO Books. Do not hesitate and take this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity before it's gone. Make your dreams come true. Thank you.